Começando em breve aí a UI Interactive. Certo? É.
Look who showed up! Wait, what? What?
Command, the explosion was not some hack job. We're looking for a pro.
He's fine!
Ah,
He's
ok,
fine!
ok.
Strongly advise you to leave the area.
Simbora.
Command, I got nothing. Stand by.
Oh, we need clips of this. He's fucking torched, but he's okay.
Here. Okay, hold back.
Take 2 to 8. You know what? Take the rest of the week
Okay.
off, bro. We'll see you on Monday.
Right.
Ah, não, só tem que. É, você tem
This
que
shot is
sentar.
100% consistent.
Simbora. Vai ver as notícias do novo 007 First Light. Aí. Pior que você teve jogando Hitman esses dias, né, Tigas? Você é louco, mano. Mano, eu acho que não tinha ninguém melhor pra fazer um jogo do 007 do que a IOI, mano. Porque os malucos trouxeram 3 Hitman aí que é foda pra cacete. Muito mesmo.
There you are. Feeling better, I hope.
Yeah.
Should I let HR know you're ready for the final interview?
Yes.
I feel like a new man. I'm ready.
Wonderful. Follow me, please. It's right down here.
Oh man. Okay, perfect.
Ugh, can you just get away from me?
You told me
Have
to.
you never heard of personal space?
You told me to follow you.
Nervous? Don't worry. You'll do
9 minutos e 28 segundos aí pra estar começando essa brincadeira.
In his research, Dr. Morrison identified a paradox
Aqui, ó, o novo jogo do criador de. Ai!
where machine learning would evolve past our capabilities of control. He called the first sign of this Alpha.
Talvez. Não, como é que ganha? O jogo não lançou?
Is it always this hot? You'll get used to it. Sort of. Not really. Wow.
Yeah, not bad, huh? It's the latest model.
Interesting.
Companies like Silver Corporation, instead of being thankful, have turned their backs on the very stars and stripes that made them a success.
You still haven't given us clearance for launch.
Give me access to the back-end system of my city bot, and then we'll talk.
Today is a very special day. Well, it's not every day we get to test the existential potential of man with machine.
already loves me, Marco. I can spin this like I always do.
I will not let them stop me.
É incrível. Esse jogo, esse MindsEye, ele parece o meio do caminho entre o GTA e o Cyberpunk. Essa é a vibe. Parece que ele parou no meio do caminho entre GTA e Cyberpunk, é isso.
Welcome to Miami, 47. The innovation race is on its last day, and it is down to the wire. The Providence defectors are Robert and
É isso
Sierra
mesmo.
Knox. A day of high-octane thrills and two very public targets.
Uma porta grandona aí.
Hello, everyone. I am here with Adam Whiting, the assistant game director of MindsEye. How are you doing tonight?
Yeah, really good. Thank you. I'm having a great
Assistente
time.
de
It's such a pleasure
diretor
to
do
be here. So thank
MindsEye.
you.
No, absolutely. It's a night of celebration. So, what
Foi
were
um
your
hype.
thoughts and reactions to the showcase today?
Yeah, I mean, wow, everything looks so good. I'm so excited to play the Shifra mission. I'm so excited for Bond as well. Yeah, pretty much excited for everything that I
Vamos
saw so
jogar um
far.
Night
I'm really
Rain
excited
depois
that
da
players got to see
conferência.
our final trailer for MindsEye.
It must feel good to finally have your trailer out and to start seeing fans talk about it.
Yeah,
Convidei
it's
você.
really
3
exciting, like
vezes você falou
genuinely.
assim,
But
não,
what's
não
even
gosto
more
de jogo
exciting than
assim.
that is the fact the game comes out on Tuesday and players can actually play it for the first time. I mean, that's going to be really cool.
Yeah, that's actually huge news, and and really fun that you can come out of this and go straight into playing the game. Where most of the announcements, you're like, oh, I have to wait a year for that. So that's really cool.
Yeah, very exciting. So yeah.
What are you looking forward to tonight for the IOI showcase?
Well, I'm actually looking forward to everything on the menu, really. I mean, I'm a bit of an IOI fan, so I'm looking forward to seeing more of the Hitman mission.
Yeah.
And really excited to play it when I get home, so all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah, I am excited too. And it looks like the show's about to start because everyone's going in. So we should probably get going.
Is that all good?
Yeah, I think it was perfect.
Quem vem lá? Carlinho. Tô em live, tá, Caio? Só pra deixar claro. E aí, Kiki? Boa tarde. E aí, como é que você tá, Kiki? Eu tô bem, tô. Bem demais. Esperando começar aqui a conferenciazinha da IOI. Obrigado por curtir, meu amor. Bom demais, então. Ih, Caio, tá sumido, cara. Tá vendo? Tamo bom, tamo bom. Não dá pra reclamar, não. Ainda mais hoje, né? Então, mano, nós vamos assistir. Nós vamos assistir a conferência da IOI, que eu sou parceiro da IOI. Aí eles pediram pra eu assistir a conferência deles, que começa daqui 3 minutinhos. Aí eles anunciaram, acho que essa semana, o jogo do 007. Também eles estão publicando um novo jogo do criador do GTA lá, o Leslie Benzies, que é o MindsEye. É muita informação, tá vendo? Isso aí é. É quase que página de quase que página de fofoca, só que pra jogo. Abre a choquei dos games. Meu Deus que me livre, não quero me comparar com aquilo não, que negócio de choquei não. Fala, fala alguma outra, qualquer outra que não seja choquei. Pode ser a pop time dos games. Cara, gente, eu acabei de pensar que a Capcom também tá cozinhando muito, né, mano? Resident Evil Requiem, Onimusha e Pragmata, mano. Tudo pra 2026, velho. Os caras se perdem. Mano, esse aqui é a turma é essa aqui, basicamente. Isso que tá em live, né? Se não tivesse em live, você não. Deixa quietinho, deixa. Depois você conta. Mano, tamo querendo, velho. Tá subido, pô. Até a Carlinha já sabe, gente. Como é que pode? Incrível. Mano, tá tocando Ave Maria, mano. O que que eu quero com Ave Maria, mano? Que esquisito. Parece que eu tô querendo rezar. Mano, eu tô doido pra ver esse 007 First Light, mano. Eu acho que, tipo assim, o que mostraram no jogo pareceu muito aquelas campanhas antigas de COD, sabe? Campanha antiga de COD, assim, que eu adorava jogar. Vai começar. Boa, bot. Era pra música tá assim mesmo? Deixa eu ver se não tem a transmissão da higiene tá melhor, não sei.
Hello, everyone. Gamers of the world, welcome to a celebration of play, creativity, and passion. Welcome to the
Obrigado,
very
moça.
first IOI Showcase.
Primeiro IOI
We are live from the
Showcase.
Roosevelt Hotel in Hollywood, and I am Brittany Johnson. I'm going to be your host for the night. We're going to have a really fun night talking about games, first looks, deep dives, and yes, sprinkle in a couple surprises. But, you know, we'll finally get to meet the creators of the magic and have a panel at the end of the show, too. So buckle up, power up, and lock in. Our first guest is none other than the CEO
O cara
of
tá,
IO
o cara tá querendo
Interactive,
te xingar no chat,
Hakan
ô Matheus.
Abrak.
Ele tá querendo te xingar no chat da minha live ali, ó. Dois vacilão. 25 anos de Hitman, né?
This year marks the 25th anniversary of Hitman. From a team of few passionate tech pioneers, IOI grew to build more ambitious projects, such as Hitman, Well Assassination, which created its own genre with a single-player game that gave thousands of hours of fun. On our mission to bring Hitman everywhere, whether it's by bringing Hitman to new platforms or by
Agora ele
collaborating
falou
with
que ama
celebrities
vocês,
as
tá, gente? Só pode
exclusive
falar.
targets, we just reached a new milestone, as we count 80 million players players in the world of assassination.
Ai, mano.
And 25 million units sold since 16.
Acho
Our
80
fans have
milhões de
supported us all
unidades, velho.
these years,
Ou
whether they recently
80
joined the
milhões de
grind
players,
or
25 milhões de
joined it
unidades.
as early as I did. So I just want to say thank you.
Milhares de horas de diversão. O pior é que os jogos deles são muito bons. Hitman, Codinome 47. 19 de 11 de 2000 aí, ó. Eu não era nem nascido e esse jogo tava saindo. 19 de novembro de 2000. Aí vem o Hitman 2, Assassino Silencioso. 1 do 10 de 2002. Eu tinha 1 ano. Quase fazendo 2. Hitman Contracts. Aí já foi pra 2004 aí, ó. 20 do 4. Não, na moral, eu acho que assim, o design do Agente 47 é muito forte, mano. O fato dele ter um código de barras 47 na cabeça é foda. Gatinho. Miau. De lives? Ah, eu tô ligado, tô ligado. É meio que um VTuberzinho, né? 20 de 11 de 2012 saiu o Hitman Absolution. A galera curtiu o Hitman Absolution, mano. Eu quase joguei esse jogo, mas eu comprei e não prestou. Aí vem o primeiro Hitman em 2016, o segundo em 2018, o terceiro em 2021 e o World of Assassination fechando a trilogia em 2023. Outubro de 2025, a edição de 25 anos de Hitman.
Good evening,
Ficou
everyone.
forte.
I'm Christian, Chief Creative Officer at IO. Hitman and the World of Assassination launched in 2016. So we're coming up on almost a decade of a live and ever-expanding game, including our very popular elusive targets. Back then, we created the opening level in Paris as a sophisticated, high-stakes location for a classic international spy thriller. And today, it becomes the perfect backdrop for a crossover between Hitman and James Bond. We're introducing the iconic Bond villain Le Chiffre as an elusive target, and it's a
Passaram
perfect fit for Hitman
uma
and
missão
Paris,
pro Hitman
and we are immensely proud to team up with Denmark's
que é
own Mads
baseada
Mikkelsen
no Cassino
for a
Royale.
reprisal of his iconic role. So it's time to look at some gameplay. Please welcome IO designers Eskil and Martin.
Cassino Royale é o filme do 007, né? E na minha opinião também é o melhor filme do 007, facilmente, o Cassino Royale.
Good morning, 47. Your target is the elusive shadow banker, known only as Le Chiffre. A financial mastermind with suspected ties to the criminal underworld, he has made a fortune manipulating global markets by orchestrating disruption to drive stock fluctuations in his favor. However, a recent failed venture left him in dire straits, losing vast sums of both legitimate and illicit capital. In a desperate bid to recover, he has arranged a high-stake poker game at the Casino Monarchique in Paris. Our clients have deemed this unacceptable. Should Le Chiffre succeed, it will fortify his ability to fuel a dangerous network, an outcome they cannot allow. Be warned, Le Chiffre is calculating and ruthless. He will not go down without a fight. Good luck.
All right, hi guys. We're just gonna show a little sneak peek of what's happening in the level.
So we jumped in a little bit. Here at 47 has already obtained this invite, and you can just, Jonathan, just play the video from here. And there's a guard that he sort of needs to deal with. And as we know, 47,
Podemos.
everything in his hand is
Jogo com
weapon.
certeza.
So he's using
Tem onde tem.
trusty old suitcase. And of course he needs to hide the body, because if found, the level is gonna spiral out of control.
Adoro essa gameplay do Hitman, velho. Gosto
What he
muito, na
has in
moral.
it is the sniper rifle. Hopefully he's just gonna use it now as a binocular.
So we can get a good look of the level that was built. We constructed a whole playable casino experience on the ground floor of Paris. So in true Hitman fashion, this is all participatory. You can sit down at any of these tables and play poker or play roulette with the NPCs. And obviously we're working towards playing poker against Le Chiffre.
Where did you get the invite from?
I got it from the gentleman in red by beating him at roulette. But there are many other ways to get the invite. Of course, Hitman is all about freedom of approach.
And here you are stashing the rifle, because we're
É
going
o rifle dele com skin, muito bom, mano.
in this playthrough, trying to beat Mr. Le Chiffre at his own game.
Última vez o quê?
I think he's just in the next room, and we're gonna get a chance to see
Ah, pode crer.
the main attraction.
Ah, nossa, eu lembro de Dark Souls como se fosse.
That is Le Chiffre, shadow banker and mathematical genius. You need to stay on your toes. He has never been defeated in a poker game.
And there we have Mass, or Le Chiffre, in all his beautiful 3D glory. He was so amazing to work with. I was at the voice recordings, and the way that he just jumped into that
Assim, é um
role
ator
was
do caramba,
magnificent.
do caramba também.
Mr. Reaper, RPG didn't tell me he had a friend. His invite. Idiot. Reaper. Unusual name. Or is that your real name? I've never come across it.
Names are for friends. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Le Chiffre?
True. I'm just not fond of unexpected guests. I like to know who I'm dealing with.
Me too.
Shall we begin?
After you.
And Basin is still doing a very solid job as Mr. 47.
Mano, eu vou jogar essa missão, vou aprender poker. Vou aprender jogar poker pra jogar essa missão.
Sort of a dream come true for you to...
Yeah. Like, as a Hitman developer and fan, I always wanted to make a casino level. It's like, it's a no-brainer, right? And having Le Chiffre and Mads Mikkelsen, it's the perfect combination.
If you can beat Le Chiffre, he will be financially destroyed. Then General Murillo will take care of the rest.
Well, what a pleasant surprise. Mr. Smith, I didn't recognize you with your clothes on.
You know each other?
Yeah, we go back, don't we, Mr. Reaper? Yes, of course, Mr. Reaper.
Well, this is turning into an interesting evening. Shall we continue?
Oh, please do. I'm sorry. Esteemed guests, welcome to the VIP room here at the Casino Monarchique. I'm Monsieur Jameson, and I will be your dealer tonight. As per Mr. Le Chiffre's arrangements, we are going to play a cash game of Texas Hold'em poker. Your pre-bought chips have been placed on the table before you.
As in any Hitman game, the player is always free to, freedom of approach is sort of the staple of the series.
The small blind will be Mr. Le Chiffre.
As you can see, he has a silenced pistol holstered, so the player could just take out Le Chiffre now, but we're doing something different here.
Mademoiselle Bai.
Gameplayzinho de poker. Porque é o ator do Hannibal, meu cara. É o Mads Mikkelsen. Ele faz o Le Chiffre no filme do 007 Cassino Royale, no qual essa missão do Hitman foi baseada. Essa missão do Hitman saiu de graça agora para quem tem o Hitman World of Assassination. Vai poder jogar essa missão agora Pra poder enfrentar o Le Chiffre, que é que é o alvo principal aí, que é interpretado pelo Mads Mikkelsen, que também faz o Hannibal. É por isso que você reconheceu.
65% odds. I think I'm gonna call.
Obrigado pelo follow, meu bom.
Raise him. There he is, touching his forehead. Nice.
Monsieur Smith, call. Mademoiselle Bai.
I'll sit this one out. Fold.
Time for the turn.
Mas
Monsieur Le Chiffre.
I think I'll bet 4 million.
Monsieur Reaper.
47. Have you noticed Le Chiffre keeps touching his face like he has a tick? I think he's bluffing. Raise him.
We're sitting on a full house,
interessante.
so seems like good advice.
Raise. The bet is now 8 million euros. Monsieur Smith.
I don't have the hand for this. I'll fold.
Monsieur Le Chiffre.
It looks like it's down to you and me, Mr. Reaper. Call.
Last community card. The river. Monsieur Le Chiffre.
I think I'll bet 4 million.
Monsieur Reaper.
Interessante.
Seems like a slam dunk.
Raise. The bet is now 8 million euros. Monsieur Le Chiffre.
Call.
Gentlemen, showdown, please. Monsieur Le Chiffre. Four of a kind.
He
Oh
faked
no.
the tell. Unfortunate.
Oh
He
no!
has this beat.
Monsieur Reaper.
Nossa, mano.
Show your hand. Show your hand.
Monsieur Le Chiffre wins.
Well played, Mr. Reaper. But alas, not good enough. Are you feeling okay? You look a little pale. You should never accept a drink from a stranger.
47. I detect poison on your biomarkers. Le Chiffre's signature poison. Keep calm. We've prepared for this. We have an antidote in the stash point in the parking lot. Now go.
I need to use the bathroom.
Caralho, forte,
Alright.
mano. Que missão
We will
foda.
take a 30-minute break and then resume.
Just walk out of there calmly.
Sound of fucking juice. Okay. You take it from here?
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, babe. Clock is ticking.
When we were playing this, Eskil was giving me instructions where to go. He's like, go left, go right, go down the stairs.
Run, run! And go right here. No, this is without power.
I'm just gonna throw a hammer at this guy.
You need to pick up your pace, 47. You have 20 seconds left.
Nossa, vai dar
Doesn't
tempo de
seem
checar.
viable. I hope the poison isn't lethal.
Go!
47, can you hear me? 47. 47,
Nossa.
come in, please.
Interessante.
Under control, General. It's just a minor snag. Who knows? Could be anyone. Oh, he'll talk. Trust me.
Caraca, que muito louco, velho.
Yes, you'll get your money. I'm on a winning streak. Hold on, he's waking up. I'll keep you posted. You're awake. Good. How are you feeling, Mr. Reaper?
Constricted.
Well, I felt it was a necessity, one I must confess I rather enjoyed. I say. I just have one of those faces.
Yeah, well, I have a lot riding on the game tonight, so I get nervous when a total stranger suddenly turns up, and I just can't work him out. Okay, let's not waste each other's time. Who are you? CIA? MI6? FSB?
Does it matter?
Well, it matters to me. Are you here to kill me?
I was hoping to outsource that part to Murillo.
So you do know something. I assure you the General will not be killing anyone tonight. So tell me who
Interessante.
you are and what you're doing here. Right. If that's how it's gonna be, you are giving me no option but to take more extreme measure.
I'm sure I can handle it.
Don't be too sure. I've picked up a thing or two over the years that have proven quite effective.
Why don't you show me?
You are something.
Deceive, you got a game to play. The General won't be happy if you don't.
Yes, I know. Shame. Guess we'll just have to wait. I will be back.
Can't wait.
Keep an eye on him.
Don't do anything stupid.
Right.
47, can you hear me? The Shifra is going to come back and kill you. You need to get out of there. Use any means possible.
We're it off there, and if you want to find out how to get out of that pickle, you can play it right now, because it's out.
Guys. All right. I hope you guys all enjoyed that little sneak peek of Le Chiffre. And for everyone that's in the room, that will be playable out in the lounge. But what's even better, for everyone watching online, it is free to play right now. You don't even have to own the game. Go to the store, you can play
Olha,
the
de
mission
graça.
right now.
Essa missão é de
And
graça.
you know what? Let's go ahead and take another look at what's next for Hitman. Introducing Vero, our Chief Development Officer at IO.
Hi. Hello. We are celebrating 25 years of Hitman. Beyond Le Chiffre return, we have two new, incredible, elusive targets coming to the world of assassination. One
Duas
will go
missões.
live this fall, the second one in the winter. And these will come to the world of assassination with a lot of different new challenges, but also feature contract and twist drop. So stay tuned.
Interessante.
Hitman is also expanding onto multiple new platforms. In fact, the pod in the lounge are running natively on the newly launched Nintendo Switch 2.
Caraca, eles
And we
conseguiram vários
encourage
Nintendo Switch
everybody
2.
here to go and have a go at it. And following the amazing reception of Hitman in VR, we wanted you to know that our team back home is extremely excited to bring further enhancement and content in the update that goes live tonight. And there is more. Hitman, the world of assassination, is a globe-trotting action fantasy. And now you can truly travel Hitman in your pocket. In the launch, you can
Pra
already
celular.
experience the game running natively on iOS. Hitman promises the freedom to play however you want. You can now choose a platform that fits the moment.
iOS.
So from PC, console, VR, and mobile.
Caraca, vai ter Hitman pra tudo. Daqui um dia roda o Hitman na sua geladeira.
There is more. And as a final twist, Hitman is also going analog. We are partnering with Mood Publishing to bring Hitman to life in a completely new format.
Formato?
We specialize in making memorable board games. And today, I am
Olha.
beyond excited to share with you that we're teaming up with our close friends at IO Interactive to bring a dream project of ours to life. Hitman, the board game, is coming to Kickstarter later this year.
In this one-of-a-kind multiplayer board game, players take on the role as master assassins traveling the world to take on high-stakes targets. Every time you play, you compete against other players on the same job. Whoever can take down the target in whatever way they seem fit gets the payout and wins the game.
Just like in the video games, every board you play on invites you into an immersive world filled with culture and storytelling, providing a perfect backdrop for the globetrotting assassin. Fans will recognize many iconic weapons, memorable moments, and familiar characters. Hitman the board game promises to be a fun, competitive experience and the essential assassin game in every fan's collection.
Jogaria, na moral.
That's it for now. The best thing you can do to stay up to date is to follow our page over on Kickstarter today. Oh, and if you'll excuse me, I have to get out of here before I'm compromised. Bye.
All right. We are prototyping and working closely with a great team at Mood. And I can tell you it feels really special to sit there with the other players, your fellow assassins, and you're trying to take out the target first. And speaking of playing Hitman with friends, we have one final sneak peek. We want you to team up with a friend and enjoy Hitman in co-op. So two new playable characters, Stone and Knight, return from their appearance in our sniper co-op mode to a full-blown Hitman co-op experience. We invite you to play a set of exciting missions across our world of assassination, challenge you to rethink your approach now that you're going to play as a duo. So, it's still early days, but we can't wait to be back with more news on Hitman Co-op soon. Thank you.
Legal, legal pra caramba. Tigas, vai ter Hitman Co-op. Anunciaram.
So much, Christian. For those of you who are with us today, you will have a chance to try the demo of the iOS version of Hitman World of Assassination in the lounge after the show. But that was a lot of exciting news for Hitman. News for the Anniversary Edition coming out in October, the release on the iOS, another on Switch 2, 3 new elusive targets coming in Le Chiffre, and a collab between 007 and Hitman, the summer roadmap, and the cherry on top of the cake, Hitman Co-op. But now, let's dial in, focus, because what's next is a different kind of assignment. The stakes, global. The style, impeccable. The mission, for your eyes only. You know the number, you know the man, but you've never seen him like this before. It's time to step into the origin of the world's most iconic secret agent.
Ó, vai começar a tocar 007 agora, hein, rapaziada.
To save him. He watched them fall, then found his way off that mountain. He was 11 years old.
He then started a grand tour of every major boarding school in Britain.
Always at the top of his class.
Always at odds with authority. Same thing in the Navy.
His superiors all praise his instincts.
And they're all in need of early retirement. Nobody knows what to do with him, Mom.
No, and I suspect he feels the same way. But what he did in Iceland...
What he did in Iceland was insubordination. It was ill-disciplined, utterly reckless. He only survived thanks to blind luck. Give me one good reason to put him in the program, Mom.
I think you just covered them all, Greenway. It's really quite simple. Bond is a bullet without a target. Let's give him one.
Forte demais, tá, na moral.
Do you have an appointment?
The name's Bond.
James Bond. He's with me.
And you are? Don't think we've had the pleasure.
Now let's not get ahead of ourselves, James.
So you shouldn't have.
We're facing a situation of the utmost delicacy. I need all my pieces on the board.
009 is a master manipulator. Whatever the endgame is, we won't see it coming.
Forte demais, é louco. tô muito doido pra jogar esse jogo agora.
She's not your friend, Bond. She's an asset.
With respect, Mom. To hell with that. Tell me, what do you do, James? Lately, headhunting. I suppose this is another teachable moment.
You liked it?
Tá doido, muito louco.
Not too bad. I still have goosebumps when I see this. We just revealed to the world a new James Bond game, the first one in over a decade. We're honored to be able to bring to the gaming world a 007 franchise for the players. Reimagine the first steps of James Bond as a young yet rebellious air crewman who, thanks to his instincts, defied all odds and got propelled into MI6. We also reimagined versions of the characters that shaped Bond as we know him today, such as a younger and ambitious M, who strongly believe in the human judgment on the field. It's not only a faithful and original take on James Bond's origin story, but it's also an incredible action-adventure game, building on 25 years of mastering the agent fantasy at IO Interactive. Creative approach is what makes Bond defy the odds, and we want players to feel like Bond when they play First Light. But we will talk more about all that later this summer. And that would not be an authentic Bond experience without the partners who helped us design our vehicles, our costumes, and game moments. And we are working closely with NVIDIA to bring the latest ray tracing technology to First Light.
Caraca, o tanto de parceria, Range Rover, Jaguar, Defender,
Exciting
Coca-Cola,
adventure. 007
NVIDIA.
First Light will release in 2026.
Aquele é a
So
Harley
please
Davidson,
sign up to,
ou nada, né?
to your IOI account and get free rewards in Hitman and 007 First Light and wishlist a game on your favorite platform.
But that's not all. As always at IOI, we want to reward our community for showing their unwavering support. With every significant milestone in our wishlist numbers, we will grant players additional rewards on day one.
Ooh, I'm sure everyone's speculating what those tiers will be. Well, I can't wait to know more about 007 First Light. When are we going to get more news?
We'll be back with a full gameplay reveal later this summer.
All right. Thank you, Hakan.
Gameplay review.
Everyone mark this in your calendars, and Bond returns
No
later
more,
this
Gina.
summer with an actual gameplay. That's going to be absolutely incredible. So, now let's see how the magic is done at IOI. Please welcome Ulas, Chief Technical Officer.
O edit foda eles fizeram aí, tá? Na moral.
Hello, everyone. This has been a transformative year for IO.
Interessante.
The progress you have seen today across our games, trailers, and announcements is a direct result of our incredible talent in our studios, empowered by our tools and technology we built over decades. Every title we have showed today runs on Glacier, our own game engine, and Glacier has been continuous development over 25 years. That's not just a matter of the heritage, it is because no off-the-shelf game engine could handle the systematic complexity of Hitman and Bond, nor support the kind of cross-platform and performance we're delivering today. Glacier is a purpose-built for the kind
Essa
of
engine
games
parece
IO
massa.
makes. Deeply interactive, technically ambitious, and globally scalable. What sets Glacier apart? Its modular design and ability to scale seamlessly across platforms from consoles to PC to mobile without compromising the creative intent. Glacier is the foundation that allows our teams to move fast, stay creative, and build the kinds of games that we believe in. And it's the reason we can deliver at the level of the quality and the scope of we've seen today. Thank you so much.
There's a lot of IOI games made with Glacier Engine, and I think it's safe to say they're all
Agora é hora do
absolutely
MindsEye,
gorgeous.
né? Jogo do
Well,
criador de
now a few months ago, IOI announced a
GTA.
new publishing division. IOI partners with their first title, MindsEye, developed by Builder Rocket Boy.
Oi, pessoal da live, só tem
So,
2 pessoas.
let's dive into another world, a world that feels strangely close to home sometimes. We've seen the jaw-dropping trailers for
Dia.
MindsEye, the blockbusting thriller produced by Leslie Benzies and its team. Please welcome Adam Whiting.
Hey everyone, Adam Whiting here, Assistant Game Director at Builder Rocket Boy.
É o cabecinha de
Really
ovo.
excited to be showing you all some new gameplay footage from MindsEye
Fofinho.
that comes out on Tuesday, the 10th of June, so not long to go now. Now what we're going to do is we're going to jump straight into the action here, straight into a mission.
Ó, os caras vão mostrar.
Here we go. Straight into a mission from the latter third of the game, and at this point, Jacob Diaz, our protagonist, has had his MindsEye implant reactivated, and he's accompanied by his companion drone. Now, this drone gives Jacob some unique combat abilities that we'll see during gameplay here. Now,
Caraca,
we've
mano, o
worked
gameplay foi muito louco.
tirelessly to create a very immersive and cinematic experience, and the story is a key part of that. So we've bleeped out certain bits of dialogue. I don't want to spoil anything for players, looking forward to delving into the narrative. What I can say, though, is that something very interesting has just taken place that's thrust the city into chaos. It's raining for the first time in years, and the city is under martial law. The military have moved in and are locking down the city as the automated AI systems that drive Red Rock have started to come undone. Now, Rigby is going to be assisting us on this mission and helping us navigate the predicament Jacob finds himself in right now. Now, in MindsEye, players can't just run in all guns blazing, but instead have to navigate the environment methodically and carefully, looking for vantage points and environmental elements that can give them an advantage. There is no surefire, one-size-fits-all way to approach combat, but by utilizing the vast array of weapons and the potency of the combat drone, players can approach combat in a variety of different ways. Players can also utilize the lens device. Now, this is an AR contact lens that is the replacement for the smartphone in this world, and they can use this to scan the environment, and it'll actually help players keep track of where enemy targets are and help them strategize how best to neutralize them. And it also handily highlights pickups on the ground. So the DC-2 companion drone has a few key functions. One of them we're about to see right now is a zap ability. Now this stuns targets, and it can be used to override electronic systems such as keypads and doors. It's also particularly potent against robotic enemies as it temporarily disables them.
Interessante, esse jogo parece muito bom.
Now we try and keep players immersed in the narrative. So we have many cinematic moments, and players seamlessly transition in and out of these throughout the course of the game.
Navigate to Perez Mines. Shit! Rigby! My drone's been hit! What's the damage? Critical! I've lost power! I'm going down! Shit! Bracing!
Esse personagem tem uma cara de ser latino, né? Mexicano da vida. Talvez até brasileiro.
the drone I'm worried about, Rigby. It's me.
I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah. Right.
Caraca, muito forte.
Now we're on the ground. We can see how the city feels different right now. Under martial law, the citizens of Red Rock have fled from the streets, and very few remain. This is in stark contrast to the other times players have navigated through this downtown area on previous missions, where it's full of life. The streets now have an almost eerie quality to them, as the main thing inhabiting them are the patrolling military vehicles and soldiers subjugating the residents of Red Rock. However, the military group that have taken over here are called Black Box. They aren't operating with the best interests of Red Rock City at heart. They have a different agenda. And as such, the robotic forces patrolling the streets are answering to them and are fighting against Jacob.
You want to tell me what you were doing?
At least you're not pretending you thought he was dead.
Why would I pretend that someone is dead that you were
As players progress through the
Technically,
story,
I'm wrong.
they face increasingly difficult enemies that are more tactically adept, as well as better armed. And as Jacob encounters these new factions, he gains access to their weaponry, adding to the player's ever-expanding arsenal.
Macedonian? I know Charlie helped you. And I know you spent a ton of time running around placing mystery devices.
Now, the robotic enemies players encounter are also susceptible to the companion drone and its ability to hack them, making them work alongside rather than against Jacob. This is a key strategic element, as they can cause a distraction, tank some of the shots for Jacob, or they can just be a useful and potent combat ally, using their advanced robotic weaponry to aid players in battle.
Everything you've done, everywhere you've been.
Yeah, I knew that.
Well, in that case, I'm just a little bit impressed back. I take it those little boxes you played caused the event we just witnessed.
They were ODTs. Don't ask me what
As
they
we've
did.
seen, the DC-2 drone also allows Jacob to use it to scout ahead, seeing through its eyes, so players can plan ahead and approach each combat encounter in a more tactical way if they choose to. I also want to highlight the music and audio design. We've got a really talented audio team, and they've really given MindsEye a unique vibe through not only its sound design, but also its soundtrack, building tension and ramping up the excitement as the action escalates.
There's a construction site.
Now we're just going to jump ahead here a little bit, as we're just about to approach a construction site, and Rigby is trying to help us navigate to a vehicle that she's having auto drive its way over to us. She's our eyes and ears right now, helping us navigate through this area.
We're gonna fix this. We're the only ones who can stop Lamry. Right. Now, if I can get this thing overhead, I might be able to... Shit. The drone...
Well, at least she was. Now it's down to Jacob.
Keep me updated now. I've lost all visual.
Now, whilst MindsEye is a linear narrative-driven experience, we have built an entire city, and we use this in various ways. In situations like this, players can navigate through the terrain how they see fit, and they can find different ways to get to their objective. Some may be more fraught with peril than others, and players can use a DC-2 drone to figure out their best path forward.
Caraca, que interessante.
As you can see, there are a variety of different weapons to suit different playstyles and scenarios. Some of these laser-based robot weapons are particularly potent and a key part of your arsenal as you get into the latter stage of the story and are fighting highly trained military personnel as well as cutting-edge robots. We have a huge variety of different environments and locations that change things up, from slick urban environments to isolated desert locations, beautiful skylines to sumptuous vistas. MindsEye is full of spectacle and surprise, and we're really excited for you all to be able to play it next week. As you can see, players also have to keep their wits about them at all times, as these black box enemies are quick, agile, and tactical with how they'll try and flank Jacob from various sides.
Okay, go, go!
Now we can flee the area in the vehicle Rigby has sent over to us. However, the city has a different feeling right now. Instead of being full of traffic to navigate through, there are now military checkpoints the player has to try and avoid. Driving in MindsEye feels fun, responsive, and thrilling as you take corners at high speed, and we use this in a variety of different ways. Now, one of those ways is through Play MindsEye. During the story, at certain points, the player will find portals that allow them to jump into side missions and stories, some expanding the world and giving more narrative context, some are just there because we think they're fun. And players can also bring up the pause menu at any time and launch one of a variety of different missions, races, and other gameplay experiences, built by our team using our special no-code editor tools that make game creation accessible to anyone. And players on PC can select the Build MindsEye option to start building their own content and share it with everyone else at the press of a button.
Mano, isso aqui eu achei interessante.
We've already got some exciting updates in the works that will allow players to build their own environment, not being constrained just to Red Rock City, and also adding in multiplayer. And when we add new functionality and features, we'll not just be highlighting it with our own Play MindsEye content, but allowing players to use these additions within their own content and tell their own stories through Build MindsEye. We're really excited about the opportunity Play and Build will give us to keep players engaged with new content on a very regular basis, and we're committed to the long-term vision of MindsEye and are looking forward to you all joining us on this exciting journey together. So you can pre-order MindsEye now to gain access to our deluxe edition for free, and we're excited to see you all in Red Rock City on the 10th of June. Thank you. And lastly, I just want to thank our partners at IOI for sharing this vision for the future of gaming with us and for allowing us to be part of their special showcase today.
Adam, thank you so much. And thank you for all your hard work and efforts, and thank you for the team back at Barb, and thank you, Leslie. You've created an amazingly ambitious, awesome game, and we couldn't be more proud to work with you as partners, and we're looking forward to get this game out to the fans 10th of June. It's going to be a hell of a ride. Thank you.
Thank you.
Muito bom, mano.
Hello, everyone. We are out here in the lobby while you guys are inside exploring what is about to be available to you. I am with Nicole, the global brand manager for IOI Showcase, or no, IO Interactive. Yeah, you're like, Anna's, but like beyond that, there's been so much planning and passion that has gone into tonight. Tell us about that.
Yeah, it's been like a blast. I mean, like we are working on all these news, all these like new features, new addition to the Hitman game, and for like so long that actually in the end, being able to reveal everything tonight here and showcase it to the world for the first time is just like amazing. And we are super happy, and I'm super excited to be here and have like actually guests trying on some of our latest addition to the franchise.
Yes, and speaking of everything that's been revealed tonight, if you come out to the lobby after the showcase, sorry for everyone at home, even though you're able to try it out too, we'll have different pods where you can actually try out the Switch 2 and iOS version, right?
Yes, exactly.
So let's show us around a little
Yeah,
bit.
so we are going to have here the Switch 2 version of the game with like Eskil, our game designer, giving you a bit of tips and tricks on the game. And over there, we're going to have mobile pods ready. And the game is coming this summer, runs natively on iOS.
And for everyone online and in the showroom, we have a surprise coming up for you.
Surpresa? Que
Oh,
surpresa?
yeah. My memory's still a bit blurry.
Goodbye.
Remember this. DS! Showtime! I have these gaps inside my head.
Satellite gives us a 10-minute window. You made it.
That's just leftover hardware. It's been decommissioned. What the hell is happening? All I know is that Silvercorp is a piece of my story.
I'll cover you.
All this time you just wanted answers about the tech in your head? Are you kidding me? This thing has ruined my life.
You have no idea who you're dealing with. what you did, we should have left you in the desert. This is not the first time we've had a fatal error with your tech. Yes, make it stop! Make it stop! I know what I have to do. This is the only way.
Massa.
What's going on in there?
It was an ambush. Do what you can. Do not lose her. Tires are out. Proceeding on foot. I'm coming to you now.
The search and rescue bots. They're malfunctioning. They're attacking us.
Nossa, massa pra caramba, você é louco. Quero jogar esse,
In his
eventualmente.
research, Dr. Morrison identified a paradox. A moment where machine learning would evolve past our capabilities of control. He called the first sign of this Alpha.
Welcome to Red Rock. Man, is it always this hot? You'll get used to it. Sort of. Not really. Wow.
Yeah, not bad, huh? It's the latest model.
Interesting.
Companies like Silver Corporation, instead of being thankful, have turned their backs on the very stars and stripes that made them a success.
You still haven't given us clearance for launch.
Give me access to the back-end system of my city bot, and then we'll talk.
Today is a very special day. It's not every day we get to test the
Mano, parece muito
existential
massa.
potential of
De verdade.
man with machine.
This city loves me, Marco. I can spin this like I always do.
I will not let them stop me.
Mano, é muito massa. Muito massa, você é louco, mano. Esse jogo é bom demais.
Your target is the elusive shadow banker, known only as Le Chiffre, a financial mastermind with suspected ties to the criminal
volto, vou no banheiro.
underworld. He has arranged a high-stake poker game at the Casino Monarchique in Paris. Our clients have deemed this unacceptable.
Well, I've invited these people for a reason.
so that's kind of special. I always love whenever we get to work with voice actors from the games. Everyone really did go to the bar. Do we know? Do we know what order they're coming out? Can I give a warning to everyone to come back in? Like, are they coming in? Are they coming out now? Okay. Out to the bar. We are about to begin the panel and Q&A. Trust me, you're going to want to come back in for this. Okay. All right, so speaking of the panel, we're going to go ahead and get started and bring out our guests. Shush your mouths. First off, well, are they back here? We got a whole slew of them. Who's going to come out of the curtain first? All right, we have Adam, who you saw earlier, David Bateson, our voice of Agent 47, Mads Mikkelsen, everybody. Woo! Hakan. Oh, yeah, we have Christian and Ula. So we have everyone, the whole team here today. See, told you wanted to stick around. Look at you guys. Everyone's so handsome. Okay. So we're going to have a couple questions that I'm going to give our panelists, and then we're going to take some questions from the audience. But I think what would be really special is starting off with, you know what, a little story, because Mads, David, you guys have known each other from
Shiggy.
before Hitman. And I know there's a little anecdote that can be told here that's quite special.
Yeah, it's this is a real premiere. Mass and I worked on a small film together back in 98, 99. You was
94.
Oh my God.
You're that old, David.
Who am I again? Anyway, you were at drama school, which is so scary. We did this little movie. It was a love triangle. He was having an affair with my wife. Yeah. And the short story is this. I go away hunting. It's set in 1895, a long time ago, right? I go away off hunting. He turns up to seduce my wife. She's putting sheets out on the line, and he starts sneaking up and fumbling around with my wife. And anyway, he did something. I'm watching this scene. He's about 25, 30 feet away from me. I'm standing next to the director. We got a monitor in front of us, and I'm watching it live. He goes and leans against this pole as she's putting these sheets on the washing line, and he's like, waiting for you. I'll wait. And then he does something which totally rocked my boat. He starts spitting because he's such a romantic guy. No, he's looking at her. His arms are folded and he's leaning back, and he just goes, and he does this a couple of times. So I lean across to the director, and I'm going, wait a minute, that's not very sexy. And I'm looking at him doing it live, and then I looked at the monitor, and something was insane. It was brilliant. It was sexy and raw and just, oh, I'll let you finish, and then you're mine. The point is, I leaned across to the director during the take, and I whispered to him, Sarah, to go, no, what did I say? Yeah, I've got to get this right because that's right. Oh, yes, right. I said to him, does Mass know what he's doing? And the director leaned over to me and said, I don't think so, but don't tell him. because it was insanely good.
It worked on your wife, though.
No, I'm rather pleased about that because she's here tonight. No, but that was maybe a sign of what was to come. And I've waited 100 years to tell you this story of the talent I saw that day, and he was still studying at drama school. So, yeah, give it up for Mass.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I didn't know. I walked into the room today, and the guys were pitching me the game, and I was watching it, and all of a sudden the hitman comes in, and I'm like, wait a second, is that David? So yeah, it was my very first thing I ever did.
Yeah.
And I got to shag his wife and kill him.
Oh,
so
yeah.
let's see what happens in this game.
Yeah. We'll call it 50-50. We'll call it a draw. Yeah, you killed me, asshole.
It's so rare that, you've been able to work together for so long on different projects. It's actually an incredible story, and I'm happy that you were able to share that with us today, because when else would you have been able to tell that story otherwise? Yeah.
Thanks.
Vou fechar minha live por aqui porque, né?
No, no, but you killed me first.
And
let's
maybe
see
second.
Yeah.
All right, so Mads, what was it like to reprise your iconic role as Le Chiffre for this Hitman mission, and how is it different than the movie?
It's different in the way that I'm not in a studio, I'm not in a set, I'm not wearing a costume. So obviously this is an imaginary world. I think I was doing the recording in Spain, and you guys were sitting in Denmark. And I knew the game because my son has been playing it forever. And how I fit in, I didn't know at that point, but I got a lot of notes about it. And then you guys was pitching every scene. And eventually I realized, why don't we just do every line in 5 different versions? And then you guys can play around with it. And that's kind of how I approached it because, I mean, there's so many different opportunities in every scenario. So to tell me how that worked, have